All right, Mercito Gesta, thank you very much for coming on to the boxingbar.com and welcome, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for inviting me to and letting me into your show.
And Mercito, first question, man, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Philippines, Cebu, Mandaue. That's where I was born and raised.
And what was it like the first time you went to the boxing gym and, saw that type of thing? How was it? How did that go for you?
I started with my dad. He is a amateur fighter when he was a kid, but then he didn't have a chance to go pro because the family won't let him. And so when I was born, my dad really wants me to proceed his dream. But first, I did the Muay Thai, and as soon as I turned 15, I start boxing as a pro.
And what was that transition like from Muay Thai to boxing?
At first, it's a little harder because I'm used to doing kicks, and then I'm kind of like afraid to. I might use my leg in there, but after a while, I've been doing practicing boxing. I got used to it, and also I was thinking it's a little easier than I do than the Muay Thai. Because in Muay Thai, you watch kicks, you watch the elbows and stuff, but this one, all I need to focus is the hands, for how to avoid the punches.
The first time, you're about to go out to the drapes, to the ring for your first pro fight. What do you remember feeling at that time?
Oh, that time, the first time I got into the ring, after I was really excited and really pumped up after all the trainings I've done, and a little nervous in there because as a first timer, my first fight it was actually a televised fight, so I was really excited and pumped up in there, and I did good. And until right now, I still remember the feeling in the first time I was there in the ring. I was so excited that time.
There's been such a long boxing history of Filipino fighters like Pancho Villa and Gabriel Flash Elorde and Seferino Garcia, Speedy Dado, all the way to guys like Luisito Espinosa and then Manny Pacquiao. What does it feel like for knowing your people has a rich history in this sport?
Yeah, you were right. And there's a lot of fighters before even Manny. The only thing is the reason why they look at Manny as the first one, as a Filipino fighter, because he brought really the boxing world in the Philippines, and he didn't even make it just famous in Philippines, but like whole wild, worldwide. So that's why they always like thank Manny. But there is a lot, before Manny, but yeah, I think Manny is probably just the one that really being the successful one in boxing. And so, but I'm really happy, and then that Manny did open more the boxing world in Philippines, especially in Philippines. But I but still there's before Manny there's also like a lot of fighters might, that been there before Manny, and I'm pretty sure also Manny looked at them before he became really famous, like this. So, no, this is good. With me too, it gives me a motivation. Looking at Manny, that how he been so successful, and especially we both Filipino, we spoke the same dialect, and so I was thinking like, hey, you know what? No, I want to be someone someday too. Yeah.
One of your fights I remember you the most is when you won the WBO NABO Youth. You fought and beat the champion Oscar Mesa. What do you remember about that fight?
Well, I remember about that fight is that's my first 12 round fight. I was thinking this is gonna be the big step for me to fight for a big big one, the next one. If I just need to you know do good and win good in this one, and so I remember I was so excited too because it was there's a belt that involved in that one. It might be not that world really world one, but hey, that's my first one. And after winning that, I was just really happy, and showing it to my telling my parents and show it to them. And I even brought that belt in the Philippines, so just to show to my parents. But now my parents are here, and I brought them here, and the belt is here too in my gym right now. But that was really an unforgettable experience too. Like first time I went for a actual belt.
When you first got in the sport, what was your main goal? What was the goal you wanted to get out of becoming a pro boxer? Would it be winning the world title, or was there something more than just being another world champion?
Well, you know what? To be honest, when I just started in the boxing world, it was just kind of like I'm having fun. You know, I was in the Philippines. I was having fun to fight. My family can see it. My friends can see it. I didn't really think about winning or being a world title caliber at that time because I was thinking like, hey, I'm just gonna train and fight. I even think that hey, if boxing is not good for me, like it's okay. At least I try it. But then I keep winning until it went to the point that I came here in the United States, and that's the time I was thinking that you know what, I better really take care of this and take serious of this one. And I'm dreaming to become a world champion someday. And now this is my career, and I'm focused in this one, and I'm serious in this one, and that's my dream. And I'm pretty sure all the fighters right now is starting or already there is also thinking about to be a world champion.
And every step you take from here on, it's a step closer to, your goal there. Next Friday, you're going to be fighting in San Francisco at the Longshoreman Hall against Mexico's Luis Arceo. Well, how are you physically and emotionally right now for this fight?
Well, right now I am ready. We've been training some, adding with a lot some technique with my dad because my dad right now is my head coach, and it was really good. And in the sparring, I use our technique that we've been practicing, and I want to use that in the fight, and also the movement and the quickness. That's what we've been practicing right now, and more focus in there in the ring.
And in some of the wins of your opponent, he seems to have early knockouts. Are you ready to fight a heavy-handed fighter like that?
Oh yeah, you know what? I need to test myself. I cannot pick or choose whatever. I think I if whatever the promoter puts in there on me, and I'm willing to fight, and which is good with this one. But I cannot underestimate Arceo. He's a strong fighter, but I am confident in my training, in my skill. So maybe the best man will win in there in the fight.
Why should people come out and watch Mercito Gesta over in San Francisco? If you had to sell a ticket there to somebody and they ask, why should I go watch you? How would you answer that?
Well, they should watch it because it's gonna be a new me, and after a while off, I have a new technique that I can show in there, and then it's gonna be a good fight because Arceo is also a tough one, and I think they're gonna have a good night to watch that fight, and they're gonna see the new Mercito Gesta.
And I will be in attendance that day over in San Francisco, and I'm wishing you early good luck there, man. Thank you very much for coming on to the boxingbar.com.
Oh,
See you next
oh,
Friday,
thank
man, and I
you.
hope to see the best Mercito Gesta so the world can know what's coming there.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you also to all my fans that keep supporting me. And you know what? I want to add actually Mr. Obi and Patty Seaver for providing me to this private gym that I'm training right now. And also to my friend Mr. Abbas and Amadi and Mark Ricardo for Falco Mitsubishi and Doritos because they are really a huge support and they're my good friend. Thank you. And thank you also. Thank you for letting me into your show. And thank you for coming to my fight. I really appreciate that. I will see you soon.